Doing this simple practice every single day has the power to transform your skin. If you've been dealing with a lot of cheek acne or like chin acne in particular, then you really want to focus on your gut health. It's been helping me clear my skin. Why you should be using turmeric to heal your acne. You know, I make videos about healing acne. I recently took a hormone test and it came back with a couple imbalances. We gotta talk about my skin, all right? My skin is not happy right now. It's been 10 years of me talking about healing acne on this channel, on YouTube. And a lot has changed since the last time I was on my channel, which has been a minute. We're gonna catch up later. But I really felt so compelled to make this video because, like I said, it's been a long time of me talking about healing acne. You can go back to all my videos and see everything that I've tried. Gut healing, hormone healing, skincare, of course. I mean, your girl did it all to try to heal her skin. And you know what? A lot of the things that I've done, they helped. And I know they've helped so many of you because of all the comments that I received over the years of how much it has helped you. And before starting like that holistic journey, I did everything else that you can imagine. Birth control pills, of course, topical treatments, dermatologist visits. I even did Accutane. And my skin always came back to breakouts. And it made me question, like, okay, maybe that there was something wrong with my body. Maybe that there's something that I need to fix, an imbalance I need to heal, right? And that's what really sparked this channel of trying to fix myself, of trying to heal. And for all those years that I created videos to help you guys and to try things out and to figure out what was causing the acne. And by the way, I'm talking about acne when it comes to skin healing, but you can apply this to anything that you have. So eczema, psoriasis, skin rashes, anything that you are currently experiencing on your skin, listen to what I am about to say because it doesn't just apply to healing acne. Anyway, as you can imagine, I spent quite a few times thinking about healing acne, which I'm sure so many of you have too, if this is something you've been dealing with. Now, when I did all of these holistic practices throughout the years on my channel, a lot of it worked. Right? I eliminated a lot of food choices. I really took a lot of thought into what I was eating, into how I was eating. I really tried so hard when it comes to learning about maybe supplements, maybe vitamin and nutrition deficiencies that I was having. Like I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me because why is it that my skin was just not healing for good? And even when I thought a lot of it was stress related, I always thought about, well, why is it that other people can get stressed and not break out? Why do I got to deal with this? What's wrong with me? Everything was always pointing to that there was something wrong with me, something that I needed to heal, something that I needed to fix. And it kept me in this cycle of always trying to heal, thinking and being in a state of, I am not well. There's something wrong with me because this is what I'm seeing reflected at me when I look in the mirror, right? So I took a break from uploading and talking about skin because I was just like, you know what? I'm exhausted. I need time to like not talk about acne. I felt like my whole life was about healing acne. And it kept me in this state of always trying to heal. Which brings me to the topic of this video. Now, if you're somebody that has been dealing with chronic breakouts, whether it's acne, psoriasis, eczema, whatever it is, rosacea, I want you to take a break from trying to heal. I know that's scary because we feel like if we're not trying to heal, then our skin's never gonna heal. But you actually have it backwards. What took me so long to realize, going through this whole journey of 10 years of trying to heal, was at the moment I stopped trying to heal is when my skin cleared up. And I feel like this is a story we hear time and time again, right? When you stop wanting the thing shows up. Or when you stop trying to, let's say, get pregnant, after years and years, all of a sudden now you're pregnant because you weren't even trying, right? This is a very important thing to always keep coming back to. And the reason why this happens is because we are no longer in a state of thinking that we're broken, thinking that we have to fix ourselves, thinking that there's something wrong with us. And that's where I lived for so many years, which I know a lot of you have too, if you are still struggling with this. And so I am going to say it again. Stop trying to heal your skin if you actually want clear skin. What I've realized and what I've noticed during this process is that clear skin is a state. It's a state of being. It's a state of mind. People that have clear skin are not constantly trying to figure out how to clear their skin. Now, I know you're thinking, well, yeah, that's because they already have clear skin. No, that's how we see it. When in reality, they have clear skin because they're not constantly dwelling on every little breakout that they get. So when I say, if you are still dealing with this issue for years and years and years, I'm not talking about a little breakout here and there, maybe every 6 months or every few months, right? I'm talking about the chronic breakouts, the breakouts that are coming right before your period, maybe when you get stressed. You have these body of beliefs that are telling you, my skin is not right. I have bad skin. I have this issue. You are living in a state of, my skin is messed up. I need to fix it. And I lived in that state for so long, until I said, I'm done with it. I'm done with trying to heal. And again, that is when my skin shifted, when I no longer responded to what I saw in the mirror, because I knew intuitively that if I kept fighting it, it was going to persist, right? What you resist persists. And for a long time, go back to all my videos. I resisted the breakouts for years, trying to heal, trying to figure out, spent hours researching. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's not like I regret it because I learned so much about myself and maybe that needed to happen, whatever. But I do wish that I knew now what I knew back then. And I wish that somebody had told me how important it is for me to let it go in terms of focusing on it, because my focus was so wrapped up in the breakouts that it grew into a bigger problem. Instead of looking at it and being like, whatever, it's gonna go away. No, I made it into an issue that stuck for years. What you focus on expands. And so it's really important for you to grasp what I'm trying to say here if you want to actually clear your skin for the long haul. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't to say that I stopped wanting to have clear skin. I just shifted my focus on the inside. I wanted to feel better about myself. Think about it like this. Why do you want clear skin? Why do you want it? Besides the fact that you want to look at yourself and see yourself with clear skin. You want it because of the way it makes you feel, right? Makes you feel confident, makes you feel beautiful, makes you feel healthy, it makes you feel things. So when you think about it in that way, then it's easy to realize that clear skin is a state. It's a state of being. It's a state of mind. It's a state of going about your life, right? When you don't have clear skin, it makes you feel shitty. It makes you feel like there's something wrong with you that you constantly need to heal. And so when we think about it in terms of that, we see how different, very different these two states are. I know you're thinking now, well, yeah, I feel shitty and I feel like there's something wrong with me because that's what I'm seeing. But what if I were to tell you that you're seeing that because of how you're feeling about yourself on the inside? To help drive this point home for you a little bit more, I want you to take a minute and think about the moments in your life where you've had clear skin or where you've noticed that your skin is clear. How have you felt about yourself on the inside during those times? I'm sure that you have felt good about yourself, confident. I'm sure that you don't even think about your skin in those moments, right? Because there's nothing to think about. Your skin is clear, you're carefree, you're not self-conscious about, oh wait, let me make sure the breakout doesn't come through in this light. You're a different being. You're a different version of yourself during those times. You might be quick to say, yeah, it's because my skin was clear. No, it was because you were feeling good about yourself. You weren't concerned about your skin. You weren't in a state of trying to heal. You weren't in a state of thinking that there was something wrong with your skin and that you needed to fix yourself. You were in a different state. You were in a different version of you. And that is where I've been living. And it feels amazing because I can clearly see, like I'm zoomed out, and I can clearly see everything that I was doing that was keeping me stuck in a state of breakouts. Constantly researching how to heal, constantly worrying about everything I ate, constantly worried that if I stressed out, my skin was gonna break out, constantly worried about balancing my hormones. Like, what I was basically asking for is like more breakouts. Because I was living in that state of, I have bad skin, I need to fix it. So what did my body do? It gave me more breakouts. It gave me more breakouts to heal, more breakouts to fix, more acne to get upset about, to dwell about. It kept me in that state. And when I stopped responding to it, the breakouts went away. Because I moved into a new state of being, into a new version of me that did not care about how or what was happening on the outside. I was so focused on my inner state that it started to match that. And this is why when it comes to healing your skin, you have to stop trying to heal in order for it to heal. I actually saw a tweet the other day and I want to share it because this ties in perfectly to what I'm saying. So it goes, a major part of healing is doing nothing. If you know, you know. And then somebody responded to that and was like, sometimes the most healing happens when we finally stop trying to heal and just exist. And that's what I've been doing from this hiatus, is just existing, not trying to heal, not trying to come up with concepts with videos of teaching you or talking about how to heal, right? I was just being a person that doesn't think about my skin in a bad way. And this is what I want for you, because I know the state that you are currently in. I know it so well. I mean, go back to all my videos. It's been a minute since I've been here. I know the state of wanting to get rid of it. But in wanting to get rid of it so much, you end up keeping it around, which is why we must stop trying. It makes sense when you are on the other side, because now I look back at my skin and that journey that I had and that state of being that I was in, and I look at my skin now and I'm like, I feel like my skin was always like this. Like, it just becomes so natural. Like, you don't even recognize that other state anymore because you're so far past it. And this is the magic of when you stop trying. When you stop trying so hard, things just flow naturally. You've seen it so many times, I'm sure, in other cases, in other instances. Try it out for yourself in this case. Stop trying to heal. I know that it's scary to give up control, but when you actually give this up, you're way more in control. You're not micromanaging it anymore. I want you to think about it like this. When you get a paper cut, when you cut yourself cooking, Do you spend hours trying to figure out how to heal it? Do you spend hours researching what to eat, what supplements to take, what medications to go on so that you make sure that it heals? No, that's ridiculous. Like, that's an insult to your body because your body knows how to heal. What it needs you to do is to get the hell out of the way so that it could do what it knows how to do. And that goes the same for your skin. You don't need to figure anything out. You need to get out the way because your body already knows. That is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you try it out for yourself. And I will see you very soon.